And so DaVinci Resolve 20 is out of beta, and one of the new features that came with DaVinci Resolve 20 is Smart Switcher. A subscriber left this comment here and it gave me to thinking, can I actually use Smart Switcher to edit a music video? So I gave it a shot, and it worked all right. Let me put you on. Before I get into it in depth, make sure you hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, letting YouTube know you like this type of content so I can continue to make more for you. So now I'm in DaVinci. I have all my performance shots. I'm gonna hit Control A to select them all. Well, click in the media pool, hit Control A or Command A if you're on Mac to select them all. I'm gonna hold Control and unselect the timeline. Then I'm gonna right click and go to create multicam clip. I'm gonna leave the settings at default. I'm gonna change angle to sound, which I think by default is actually set to N. So make sure you got it set to sound. You can give it a name up here if you want to, something different, but I'm just gonna leave it as it is and hit create. So that's gonna go through and actually not only synchronize the audio for all my clips, but actually gonna create a separate folder with the clips that did sync and separate them. So these are the clips that did not sync. So I'm just hit okay. As you see there, my media pool got cut down. So I go down here to the original clips, and these are all the clips that did sync. I'm gonna go back to the previous folder. Now this is my multicam clip. So I'm gonna bring it to the timeline. I'm gonna go to my source viewer, hit this drop down and switch it to multicam. And you just see this new icon here. Now this feature is only in DaVinci Resolve Studio if I'm not mistaken, and it's also only in DaVinci Resolve 20. So if you're on 19, you won't have the smart switcher feature. If you're still using the beta to DaVinci Resolve 20, you also have access to this feature. So now I'm gonna click this icon. It's gonna bring up the menu options for Smart Switcher. Now Smart Switcher was advertised or like displayed as being a AI tool for podcast editing. You go through and hear the different octaves of the different speakers and it will change the angle accordingly. I didn't think it would actually work with music video because I thought it was going to kind of go through and listen for different audio cues or for different voices. But it actually worked pretty well as far as at least chopping up my initial timeline. You still have to go through and make some corrections yourself. So I leave this here at default, which is 1 second, 30 seconds for the edit duration and edit delay. If you are editing a podcast, you can hit automatically detect wide angle. And basically the wide angle will be just a shot where you have all your main subjects. So if you got 2 speakers, 3 or 4 speakers, it's basically just an establishing shot with all your subjects. I'm gonna uncheck that because I don't want to use that. As far as using this to edit music videos, if I wanted to, I can go through and select one particular shot. So if I had like maybe shot 4 was a shot that I want to use more often than others, I can select that shot and it would then place it in between the different cuts. And then I can choose the frequency or how often it plays that particular clip. Now, if I do select the angle, I can also get options to use it for the intro and the outro of the video. And also anytime you detect any type of silence, it will place it in the middle of that clip or in that particular section. Again, I'm gonna go through here and select none. Then down here at the bottom, here the switch options. I don't know how to get these options to light up because ideally I would like for it to not change the audio and just keep and just change up the video, but I don't have options in that. And then you can use audio for fast analysis. It'll go through really quick and analyze the clip, whatever, but I notice the cuts are very long, man. And you can also do faster, which faster takes anywhere from like 1 to 2 minutes, maybe 3, and better takes anywhere from like 5 to 6 minutes. I'm actually gonna select better, which is what I did when I edited the client project, and then hit analyze. Like I said, this takes anywhere from about 5 to 6 minutes, but due to the magic of editing, we can skip right to the end.
We can still skip it and accomplish our mission.
So now it's done. If I hold Alt and scroll down on my mouse wheel, you can see that it went through and made a bunch of different cuts. Now, one thing that's kind of awkward with this particular song is because I think one of the clips is longer than the rest of them, it basically fills out the back end of the clip with doubling the song. So what I did was I hold Alt and scroll back in. I'm gonna go to this very first angle here, right click, go to change angle. I'm gonna change it to angle 1 because up here I can tell is angle 1 is where the original song is. So once I change that, all I do is hold Alt, make a copy of it. I'm gonna stretch it all the way out to the end of the song. So actually I'm gonna end it right there. So now I know my cutoff point. So now I can go in here and hit Alt Y or Option Y if you're on Mac, and I just delete all that. Now I did delete this part here, but I can just fill this in by stretching this out. And if I need to, I can make other alterations to the cut. So I'm gonna leave that about right there. And then what I'm gonna do is scroll back out. Then I'm gonna select the song and move up to basically override the audio. So now I have the video and the audio synchronized. Something else that's new is introduced in DaVinci Resolve 20 is beat detection. So I can go down here now, right click, and go to show music beats. Yeah, analyze the song. And then I go through and put these little markers in where it detects the beat. I'm gonna go over here now, hit the lock icon, hold it in place, hold Alt on my keyboard or Option if you're on Mac, and scroll up on my mouse wheel. And now if I want to, I can go through and make different cuts and edits according to the beat. Now I have the song mute for any copyright purposes, but then I can just go through, and basically right here, these are beats. I'm gonna grab this first clip and then just move it here. And then I move this to here. And basically I can just go in and just move around these different clips. Then if I want to change the angle, say for instance, like I don't want this angle here, I can right click on the whole angle and then just simply switch it to something else. So if I switch it to 12, there we go. And I just go through and just continue to play my timeline. Actually, I'm gonna switch this to something else because 12 is the next angle there, which you can see the angle here. If you scroll in the timeline, you can see this is angle 12, this is angle 9. Angle 9 is him at the grave, and then angle 12 is at the same site, but in a different position. From here, I just continue to go through and edit the length of the cuts and maybe change the angle if I need to. Everything else I just introduce as B-roll just by placing it on top. So essentially, this would be my foundation of my music video. Then I can go into this video file here, which has some drone footage, I think. That is the B-roll footage. Then I can just go through and select some B-roll footage if I want to, click the in and out point, and then bring it on top. So for any cuts or for any angles I don't like at all and I just don't want to use, I can just replace it or cover it up with B-roll. Shout out to this subscriber for the idea. This is I don't want to say it's a game changer. It's kind of similar to the auto cut feature that I've seen with, I think, Premiere Pro, but I think with Premiere Pro, I think it actually synchronizes it to the beat of your song. This doesn't quite do that, but hey, maybe Davinci Resolve 21, maybe that'd be a nice little feature to introduce, or 21 or 20.1 or 20.5, whatever. But let me know in the comment section down below. Have you updated to Davinci Resolve 20? Have you checked out any betas, or are you still on 19? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next video.